Sirenhead is a 40-foot tall, lanky monster creature with a skeletal-like body and limbs, but whose head is composed of dual speakers, each facing opposite directions that have been known to blare all sorts of creepy sounds. The sounds often act as a progressive and ominous warning call of your slow and inevitable approaching doom. The doom that is Sirenhead. Sirenhead was created by Trevor Henderson, a Toronto-based illustrator who is known for his disturbing artwork featuring creatures and monsters of his own design, thought up from his own twisted imagination. Sirenhead quickly became popular since it was created by Henderson in 2018, and as such has inspired many indie game designers to make games featuring Sirenhead, often using the creature as a main antagonist. Today we'll be exploring some of these games that feature that creature as we count down the top 10 scary Sirenhead games. So dim those lights. No, seriously, a lot of these games are really dark, so you might want to dim those lights so you can see them better. And let's get counting. Number 10. Find the Remote. This game really wants Sirenhead to get SCP status. It introduces the monster as SCP-6789, despite the fact that Sirenhead is not considered an official SCP entry. Although there is a huge debate currently going on online about this, trust me, if you Google SCP-6789, you will find out all about it. The SCP Unity Lore fandom wiki for SCP-6789 has been edited back and forth, declaring Sirenhead an SCP and denouncing it as a creature who will never be part of the SCP community. So many passionate SCP fans out there cannot handle it. It's nuts. The reason why I refer to this game as Find the Remote is because most of the game appears to be spent doing just that. You play as Mike and your wife Sam has been gone for some time. The news has urged people to stay inside their homes, but it turns to static before you can find out why. Rather than get up and manually change the channel to see if, you can't get the news back, you have to walk around your home searching for the remote. Eventually, both Sam and Sirenhead do show up, but only long enough for you to briefly see them before you die. Sorry, I gave away the ending. Number 9, side-scroller. You yourself play a pretty creepy character in this game. This game is like a little side-scrolling action-adventure game, or I guess it's supposed to be a side-scrolling horror game. You play as a creepy-looking shadow monster in a hoodie with glowing red eyes. You have no discernible features other than your creepy glowing eyes. As you slide along the path past what might be a gated cemetery, you pass a hanged corpse before running into the super terrifying pixelated version of Sirenhead. Sirenhead will then proceed to come after you, allowing you to either decide to flee or stand your ground. I personally think if you're playing as this creepy looking potential shadow monster already, you shouldn't let anyone scare you off your turf. I'd be like, hey, I'm a monster too. That's right. You're on my turf, Sirenhead. What are you gonna do? Kill me? Yeah, probably. That's probably what Sirenhead would do. Number 8, Forest Ranger. Or Forest Watch? I don't know. This basically is a game in the style of Five Nights at Freddy's where you are, I guess, a forest ranger or a national park ranger of some kind. For some reason, you are up in the woods in a cabin monitoring outdoor cameras that show you the surrounding wilderness. These cameras, however, are malfunctioning, and you must repair them so you can properly monitor the horror that is Sirenhead. Now, you can do this, or you can go outside, and when Sirenhead comes your way, you can just get in your car and leave. Which, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. It sounds like a smart idea. Why are you here to begin with? Is this your job? Are you protecting someone? Like most short indie games, we don't have much of an emotional investment or much of a backstory. So you can do whatever you want, but I assume it's perhaps supposed to be your job to monitor these cameras and protect the people of somewhere from Sirenhead? Maybe? Otherwise, why would you be here? I like that the game page already apologizes for the quality of the game. Like, dude, it's not that bad, and you made a game. Give yourself some kudos. Acknowledge your FNAF and Sirenhead-inspired accomplishments. Number 7, Dating Simulator. What could be more terrifying than dating Sirenhead? Almost nothing. Seriously, it's pretty terrifying. Almost. Almost nothing is more terrifying. This is the most terrifying date you will ever go on. That's right, this game is a Sirenhead dating sim. In this game, you are out on a nice walk when you run into Sirenhead. Choosing the correct answers in the sim will allow you to have a lovely date with Sirenhead, which concludes with you two professing your love for one another. But if you choose the wrong answer, then Sirenhead will cause your head to explode with their high-pitched wailing siren sound. Yikes. Apparently Sirenhead is horrifically temperamental when it comes to how they like the romance. Very picky dater. Number 6, the laggy one. This game featuring Sirenhead promises players that it will demand a fair bit from your PC, and it is not lying. This game allows the player to explore a rural area where in the distance a Sirenhead can be heard. It is extremely dark and allows you to wander past some trees to see the faintest outline of the Sirenhead walking in the distance. Walking too close to the Sirenhead in this game will prompt it to slowly chase and kill you, which won't take as long as you think actually, because it is such a crazy reach. Let's remember Sirenhead's arms are about as long as the creature's full height, so it's like almost 40-foot arms, almost. While playing the game, you must find a way around the creature and seek out a place of safety in order to ensure your survival. Number 5, Fallout 4 mod. Not a full Sirenhead game, really, but the Sirenhead mod for Fallout 4 was the one that helped Sirenhead to become so insanely popular, and won the creature so many fans. The mod, known as Whispering Hills, allows you to add the creature into your game, and was created by Modern Manga Club. This mod also adds a ton of different fog effects to gameplay, and features popular monsters and creatures from the Silent Hills games as well, who you might come across if you wander into the mod's added alter dimension known as the Otherworld. In this mod, Sirenhead also becomes a fightable character, and one that certainly packs a punch. Number 4, Investigate Sirenhead. In this game, you set out to explore an area where Sirenhead sightings have been reported. At least, I think that's what's happening. It's a little hard to understand. You watch a video showing you the footage of the explored area, which is actually a found footage video that was made by other people, but anyways. And then you go in yourself to see or confirm if the footage was real. Although the footage also existed to confirm if Sirenhead was real. So this game is an exploration of a place based on the exploration of a found footage video based on the reported sightings of Sirenhead to see if it is real. That's a lot of exploring to confirm one thing that is huge, and it looks pretty real in this game. The game uses lots of loud noises to freak out the player, and features lots of dark corners and corpses that were likely victims of Sirenhead. Or Sirenheads? There's definitely more than one in this game. All the Sirenheads. Number 3, Sirenhead Woods. This one has a Blair Witch feeling to it, especially the beginning. You play as a retired cop who got a call from his sister who reported she was hearing some alarming things out in the woods. Get it? Alarming? Because it usually makes a siren sound. Anyways, you head out to find your sister to make sure everything is okay. The game warns of graphic and disturbing imagery. When you arrive, you hear the droning siren of Sirenhead in the background as you explore the woods. It also makes a little reference to Five Nights at Freddy's, I think. If you listen closely, you should be able to hear someone shouting in the distance, "Is this the bite of 87? In fact, it kind of sounds like it could be Markiplier, maybe taken from his playthrough of FNAF 4, where he asked that question when he played a minigame. You explore the forest and what appears to be your sister's creepy, empty house. There's lots of blood in it as well, that game. Number 2, Modus Interactive. Sirenhead by Modus Interactive is made to look like a lost PlayStation 1 game, and is probably one of the scariest, because of all the building suspense in it. In the game, you play as a park ranger who is investigating a missing hiker at Pine Ridge. The sun is low in the sky and just setting as you set out to explore and investigate. Your findings reveal more and more horrific details surrounding what may have happened to this missing hiker, and you hear what sounds like a warning siren in the background. It's eventually revealed that Sirenhead was the one making those sounds and is potentially responsible for the missing hiker. The suspense surrounding the Sirenhead reveal is palpable and leaves you running in terror as the volume of its siren call blurs your vision. You don't need good graphics to be scary. Just FYI, you don't need to have the best graphics. Number 1, SOUTHPOINT MEADOWS. One of the coolest things about this horror game is that it is made to look like we are looking through the eyes of someone who sees things like a VHS player. Everything is just slightly blurred and fuzzy, which only adds to the atmosphere of the game. You are a kid who is driving up to join your friends on a camping trip on the first day of summer. You are the last one to arrive at the campsite, deciding to finally cave and join your friends despite being a more game-obsessed loner usually. But when you find the campsite, none of your friends are anywhere to be found, and there seems to be some blood splatter on one of the tents. You must explore the woods to try to find your friends, and likely also find yourself a Sirenhead. Thank you so much for watching. I hope if you are a fan of Sirenhead, you enjoyed exploring some of the games featuring him and created really just for him. Are you a fan of Sirenhead or other creatures created by Trevor Henderson, aka Slimy Swamp Ghost on Twitter? Who are some of your favorite of Henderson's monsters? Which other monsters that he's created do you think should make some video game appearances? And do you think Sirenhead should be considered welcomed into the SCP world or not? Let us know in the comments below. And be sure to click that subscribe and ring our bell if you haven't already for even more scary gaming content. This has been Top 10 Gaming, and I'm your host Amanda McKnight, reminding you to keep on gaming on. Pew pew!